Yeah, so quick thing before this starts, I do get a couple things wrong and I just go back and retcon them, which is why the tone of voice just randomly changes sometimes throughout the video. Anyway, let's get on with it. Hope you enjoy it. I think that in Adventure Time, out of all the timelines that we're shown in just regular Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake, that the Farmworld timeline is the best, not only the best, but the safest timeline to live in. In Adventure Time, we mainly focus on Finn and Jake, who live in the land of Oo, which is a
Post-apocalyptic.
post-apocalyptic version of Earth, all caused by the butterfly effect. I don't want to spend too long talking about how this happened, so here's a quick summary. So, the funny mustache man invaded certain countries, causing World War II. Then the funny mustache man sent a little boy to America. The little boy causes the lich to awaken, which causes the apocalypse. Simon meets Marceline, and they do The Last of Us, but in real life, Simon becomes the Ice King from the Ice Crown. Marceline kills all the vampires, but then becomes one when she's bit by the Vampire King. Humans move to the island. Finn is born. Finn and Martin leave the island. Martin kinda dies, but not really, and then Finn lands on Oo. Jake's family finds him and he gets adopted by them. Finn kills the lich. Then Finn kills the lich. Then Finn makes the lich into a baby with non-discrepant white liquids. Then Finn kills an alternate timeline lich. Then Finn makes a lich in every universe. Then Finn helps kill the lich with said baby lich. Then Finn fights God. Then Finn dies, and yep, you guessed it, he kills the lich. And that's about everything. Even with the exaggeration and many errors in that, that is just a surface level summary. And if you do want a full timeline, I will genuinely go back and watch every episode of Adventure Time. That is how much I like the series. But that's besides the point. The main reason I'm doing this is because I believe that Farmworld Adventure Time is the best timeline to live in. Now, if you don't know how Farmworld came to exist, basically, the Farmworld timeline exists because when Finn, Jake, and the Lich all go to the time room and make their wishes, they each have one unique wish each, which isn't affected by the other two people's wishes. It's complicated, but like time travel, multiverse type shit, I don't know. Anyway, so the Lich wishes to remove all life from Oo, which is a topic for another video on what will happen and what would have happened once all life was removed. Jake wishes to retcon the Lich's wish back to the status quo so they can go back to their regular episodes, because this was before the big lore episodes of like season 6 and 7. But Finn's wish is interesting, and honestly the most human of them. He wishes that the Lich never existed, which is just the most reasonable wish of all. If the Lich never existed, none of the bad things that happen to Billy or that one snail or just in general happen at all, and it just seems like the quickest and easiest way out of there. But as Prismo says, there's always an ironic twist, monkey's paw. Anyway, so because Finn wished the Lich never existed, the little boy that caused the creation of Oo was never set off, because while it did create Oo, it woke up the Lich's catalyst comet. So, no magic that was created after the mushroom bomb is set off exists, which means Jake is a normal dog, granted he is still yellow. Marceline is just old. The elementals should exist, but that doesn't happen, we just don't see them. And I mean, the Earth does freeze over for 400 years, but everyone's fine afterwards. So really the only magic that exists is the Ice Crown, Marceline, and I'm pretty sure the Enchiridion gems. Also, quick spoiler if you haven't learnt it, the Lich does end up existing. Finn does set off the bomb. Then our version of Finn and Jake, not Farmworld version of Finn and Jake, have to go and defeat Farmworld Finn, who becomes the Ice King, and Farmworld Jake, who is the Lich. And then after the crown is destroyed, the Lich dies, and life for everyone is just chill. You don't really have, it just becomes this. If you've ever played fucking any medieval RPG, it's just that. Sure, you have people left and right. No, you don't even have the Black Plague, so it's chill. Everyone's just out there having a good time. Like, as we see in Fiona and Cake, sure, there's a couple gang territories, but if you just stay off by yourself, then you're fine. It is an utterly lovely and safe place to be, and I see nothing wrong with existing there. Whereas in Oo, there's dangers left and right. Like, if you're a baby, you're gonna get eaten by foxes. If you're an adult, you're gonna get, like, suplexed. Oh no. I'm not saying that those dangers don't exist in Farmworld, but, I mean, like, you just have to be slightly smart to survive in Farmworld. In Oo, you either have to be blessed by magic, or you just have to be on some demon timing to survive. Like, have you seen the stuff that goes on in an average Finn versus Jake fight? Like, I will play a clip right now on Finn versus Jake just having a general fight, and what happens? Do you see the absolute destruction and damage that causes to you? Just being in Farmworld. All the stuff that we've seen from Farmworld, they're decently civil human beings. Sure, the Destiny gang is a bit shaky, but I mean, aside, like, don't get in gangs, that's pretty obvious. Just live a nice life. Like, you see Farmworld Finn just living away from everyone else. You can just do that, live a peaceful life, and it's good. So why wouldn't you want to live in Farmworld? And don't say that you would win Adventure Time or you'd be the best. Like, you'd survive and you'd absolutely fuck up every single creature there. Because I know you are getting beat up by the first thing that pulls up. Like, are you genuinely ready to risk your life to try and pull a gay vampire? Like, it's not worth it, bro. Just live a good life in Farmworld. Like, it is just statistically better for you. I understand there will be no medicine, probably, but like, just get good. Anyway, that's really all I have to say. I do have some other sort of productions in the work. I'm gonna try and mainly go to long form content. It's like making those edits. They were kind of trash, and I don't really like them. I'll keep them up just for improvement's sake, because some of them were pretty good actually. But aside from that, I doubt I'll be making as many short form videos in the near future. Well, that really sums up everything, and like and subscribe, I guess, and enjoy your day. Bye.